Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Logcast. This week we have
Cornell,
Goodyston,
Josh,
Johnny,
and Steven.
and this is going to be the first official audio version released.
No, that's true, man.
Yeah.
So we are finally on SoundCloud, and we're actually on iTunes too.
Yeah, don't tell anybody about
thank you, Steve Jobs.
We've been on SoundCloud for a little while, but we just kind of went underutilized, and now we went pro.
Thanks to Adrienne, Charlie, and Gloria.
Well, thanks to the homies that were able to kick over some money and help us out. And we love them very much. They have been there for quite a while now, helping us out, watching the live streams, telling us we're funny, pretty much.
But not holding us when we cry.
I mean,
Well, they can't.
I'm pretty sure they would if they were around.
Charlie gets me nuts. I mean, that's like holding someone's hand.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to hug you guys if you're crying.
I mean, I'm just saying. Sometimes
Please?
I get a little lonely. I get a little vulnerable. Like, that's just what happens. Do you guys not?
It's just a great
All
accomplishment.
right, let's just fucking talk about something else.
You
no?
feel like one of the Unsullied? You
I
just made the hookers
don't want to talk
hold you?
about it. I just don't want to talk about it.
What?
Just glad that we have SoundCloud now. It's great.
So yeah, now we have SoundCloud, and if you guys want to check us out, we also have a Patreon account. So through that Patreon account is how we got the SoundCloud account. And if you guys like what we do, and if you guys like hearing this on a weekly basis, now coming out a whole lot quicker than we used to do it. If you guys enjoy it, just head on over. We'll add the links to both the SoundCloud and the YouTube video whenever it comes out.
And basically, the audio version is going to be released before the video version of the podcast. So,
Way before.
yeah, if you guys want to check that out, I believe our release date is supposed to be Monday if Steven ever, sticks to the schedule. So we'll be good.
I mean, I'll try,
So
but
it's a
like,
sneak peek of essentially the
That's
podcast
right, Steven.
video version.
some people obviously have a problem with alcohol, and it's like, I'm not saying it's me,
but I'm not saying it's not me.
but I'm not saying it's not me. We'll be
It's not
releasing
a
this.
problem.
We'll be releasing the audio podcast a week early, and we'll be releasing the video podcast the Sunday after we release the audio podcast. So that's a whole week in advance.
And then also, we're going to do some slight modifications to Minecraft Monday since it's going to be turning to Minecraft Monday featuring Overwatch. So when that game comes out, I'm sorry. It's
Essentially, we all played Overwatch with the exception of Josh, because fuck him, and we all loved it. Even Amanda, who's in the room,
Even though the fucking
you can
beta was on
you might be able to
Xbox.
hear her in the background. Can we hear Amanda in the background maybe a little bit? No, see, there you go.
the normal
just
Amanda.
turning
It's
red.
normal Amanda. She was there.
You hear
just
breathing
turning
from the
red.
floor now.
So we
damn.
loved Overwatch. We played the hell out of it. Just that beta in the couple of days that we got to play, and we did a live stream on it, but it kept cutting out. So
I loved it too.
I think it's still up on the channel, but like it just kept fucking up. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
What's up on the channel right now is about 3 matches or 4 matches of it just solid straight through. Of course, it was right before we got our groove because we were all trying out new characters.
We
But
got fucking owned.
It
in
sucked
those
too,
matches.
and it sucked too because we tried like 3 times.
we tried 3 or 4 times on your stream, my stream. It just I'm assuming it was just
Even my
PlayStation
stream
server
didn't
was
work.
It probably was because it's so much traffic.
Yeah, I'm assuming it has something to do with the beta.
But definitely, we're gonna be live streaming that a lot. We're gonna probably jump in between Minecraft Mondays and Overwatch just because Overwatch
Get good.
is so fun.
And then probably some random days where we actually feel like playing Overwatch.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those things where I like Overwatch a lot, and I hadn't played a shooter in a very long time. You guys, well, with the exception of you, obviously, but we all played Overwatch, and I liked it a lot. And it was one of those things like I hadn't played a shooter like that in a very long time. Just a shooter in general, man. I'm trying to steer away from them, but I think Overwatch had certain mechanics that I hadn't played in a while.
Well, it had a pace. Well, I guess not. I was gonna say like fast paced, like an arena shooter.
Yeah,
but it wasn't super fast paced. But at the same time, when the action always dealt in, or was handled in the same spot, so it felt. I don't know. It just felt like it was fun. It was the first time I had fun playing a game with people like that.
Even if I lost,
Since
I was still
Destiny
like, "Fuck it, let's do this."
Yeah, and it's not only that; it's the fact that there's varieties in characters as well.
Yeah.
So you don't get to play as the same character, just like one dude. Just
And you don't feel like you're grinding either.
No.
It never really felt like that. Also, you never really got anything. I mean, you got like little skins and shit like that. But I didn't play the game for like rewards. I was just like, I want to play with my friends. And it's one of the first games in a very long time where we all got together and played and were part of the actual team. I mean, Minecraft, we get together and we
played
build
as
shit.
a team, not just like we're playing like Call of Duty and we all jump in. And no, we literally had our how it's supposed to be played. Your support class, your tank class, your attacking class, and it was great because we had the full party that day.
Shout out to Amanda, who was
Shout out
actually
to
really good
Amanda.
support.
Yeah.
Best support. Shout out to Kiki and then his friend who definitely were kicking ass and we had a lot of fun that night. I mean, even after stream crash, we were just like, so.
We played for like an hour or more.
No, I think about 2 or 3 hours later.
Like 3
Oh,
hours
shit.
later.
Yeah.
And then on the page, I have a few of some of my highlights.
Yeah.
But
I totally
wish you
forgot
guys
to
had
save,
your guys' highlights too, because
save all the videos.
Because Steven had a really good freaking match-winning.
The last
points,
one,
dude.
the
It
last
was
match he
great.
did. Was
I like how
38
the
kills, right?
last match, it was 38 kills.
Yeah.
The last match I did was like the best match. I was like, oh, fuck, I'm ending on a high note. And then the beta ended, and I was like, oh, fuck me, what am I going to do for the rest of my life? So we're definitely going to buy that. And like Cornell said, we're going to go between Minecraft Mondays and Overwatch Mondays. And then on random days, we're probably going to do some more Overwatch.
Shout outs to Best Buy for letting us get 20% off of our.
Look, that Gamers Club Unlocked or whatever the fuck it's called,
Yeah.
the GCU. It's really fucking worth it. And for anyone that like constantly buys video games, or just even if you don't constantly buy them, it's like 2 years. It's $30, so it's around the same price as the GameStop one, except they give you 20% off. It's like a fucking Best Buy ad.
I know.
We're not
sponsored.
fucking
We're not
sponsored
sponsored by Best Buy.
But just letting you know, like for anyone that
It'd be great.
well, for anyone that games, and let's face it, it gets expensive. It's 20% off at brand new games. So whatever GameStop sells you used, you can get even a better price at Best Buy for a brand new game.
And that's
Please
the best thing is
sponsor
that
us.
we're buying in quantity. So like,
Yeah.
we're the three of us ourselves are gonna go out and get this the next couple of days. So that's already $60 saved. Essentially, I mean,
Yeah.
that's not bad at all.
Honestly, it's a great deal. It really is. You're paying a $60 game for like what 20%.
And
So
it's
for
the
the gamers
only thing
watching-
I really endorse from Best Buy. I'm just saying.
Yeah, everything else kind of shite. But the Gamers Club.
it's Amazon showroom floor. So I mean,
Then we lost the sponsorship.
oh.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Just know, Johnny,
You'll
that
find out later.
you can get games.
Best
for
part
cheaper.
is that wasn't even on the docket for what we're supposed to talk about.
No,
It
we're supposed to talk
wasn't.
about that at all. So I think it's fair to mention that I was in the room last week, but I was not on the podcast the last time we did it because I was sick as shit. Now it's one of those things that it annoyed the shit out of me because I was hanging around people and I seemed to be the only one that had gotten sick because you guys ate the rest of my carne asada
Are
fries
you
when I was getting
disappointed you
sick.
didn't take us down with you?
I was kind of mad in that there was a little disease that targeted me specifically.
Look, funny enough, you were feeling sick the day that you shared the food. We both ate it, and you're the one that got like sick, dead sick.
Yeah,
Iron
so-
stomach.
No, so what ended up happening to me is I got an
Iron?
infection. I got an infection in my tonsils
Yeah.
that caused like a bunch of like sores to open up around my mouth. So chewing and swallowing and generally anything with my mouth fucking hurt.
That
dude.
sounds like you can't have fun.
My my gums were so swollen that I remember brushing my teeth and it looked like someone punched me in the mouth because I was bleeding so much.
Oh god.
It would have been hell to eat like a big red bubblegum.
It was hell. I ate a gansito, my mouth
That's-
burned. I ate a cupcake, my mouth fucking burned, dude.
I was there for that.
Damn, dude.
I ate potato salad with mustard and it hurt like a bitch.
Yeah, dude, I hadn't seen you in a few weeks, and I was like, "Hey, dude, did you lose weight?" And you're like,
Yeah,
I probably
so,
did."
No, I actually did. I went back and because I did check because I'm like my pants are fucking sagging the shitload. So I actually because I can only drink shit essentially, and I was eating like soupy stuff and I wasn't eating much because I haven't had appetite because everything hurt.
Oh,
So I was
lovely.
like, oh man, I starved myself for a whole week. I'm not advocating starving yourself.
Or Best
I'm
Buy.
just saying that's what happened to me,
But
and
Steven,
it fucking sucked.
the results are there.
I know.
Yeah, I'm still fucking fat. Like I just
can't deny
I just
it.
lost
We
a
don't-
little weight. Like I just
We
it
don't
didn't help me.
endorse it.
But the real purpose
not against
is that you could have avoided it.
If you want to look as great as
Maybe
Steven,
I don't know. Like even the doctor was just like, "Oh, it fucking happens." It was like, so why? It was like, well, could have been an airborne pathogen, could have been this. Like, so you have no clue.
Nope.
He's like, no, you're just gonna have to deal with that shit for like 10 days or 2 weeks and shit like that.
So in other
And,
words, go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
Get out of my
I
office.
paid for the doctor to tell me to go fuck myself, but he gave me mouthwash that made my mouth numb. So I went to your place and I ate pizza, and I was like, Josh, I can't tell if this is good or not. You're gonna have to tell me because I couldn't taste anything.
That was alright. It was Mexican pizza.
It was and it was an amazing pizza, really.
No,
it
it
was
was
wasn't.
it like a taco
shush
with
now.
like tomato
In my
sauce?
mind,
Is it
it was an
because
amazing
he
pizza.
It's frijoles.
Is it because he touched
So
it?
no, it was like so instead of pizza sauce, it was just like beans, and then it was like grilled cheese on top of it, and then the crust was filled with cream cheese,
yeah, filled
and
with
it
cream
and
cheese.
it had like garlic seasoning on it. So it sounds amazing, and I'm pretty sure it was good, but
It was alright.
I couldn't taste a single.
It was a little
single
bit
bite.
dry.
Now I see why you have diarrhea for.
Funny enough, I got sick as shit. Did not have diarrhea while I was sick.
Would you prefer it?
Yes, in a heartbeat. I know how to deal with diarrhea. I know how my asshole feels. The fact that I couldn't eat anything, I was just like, oh fuck me. Like I was miserable as shit. But yeah, so that was my life for the last.
God
I would
damn
like
it, you
your
look amazing.
Your sphincter should tell a story one day.
It's just my asshole.
Memoirs of a booty hole.
An autobiography.
If your ass could speak.
Memoirs of the
So
It does all the time.
Brown noise.
You guys just don't understand the language, but it is talking to you. It's trying to communicate.
Whoa.
It all started about 27 years ago.
It's like communicating with your asshole is like trying to talk to someone that's been dead for a while. You just communicating through the veil is kind of hard. It just doesn't.
You need a
the
medium?
message doesn't always get across the same way.
Rectum guitar.
It's like crossing over with John Edwards, but he just he just doesn't talk to people's assholes.
Speak to me. I feel like there's a person in here with the name
S?
Steven.
for shit. Wants to speak to you. He says he misses you.
He said,
Butthole.
That's my
Is there anyone here? Is there anyone here with the butthole? Is there anyone?
Yes,
Raise your
John.
hand. Raise your hand if you have a butthole.
Yes, John.
Now, in your life, have you ever spoken to your butthole?
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you know every crease and crevice of your butthole?
Yes.
Okay, let's just stop talking about this.
oh my god.
So,
John Edwards, you are the shit.
recently,
Did nobody question the fact that I don't have a butthole?
He's one of those cone hands.
He shits out of his mouth, okay?
yeah, I mean, it's a very likely scenario. So, I was talking to a friend recently, and we were talking about like stupid shit you did as a kid,
Literally.
and I hadn't thought about this shit in years, and I remembered that when I was a kid, someone brought their like daughter to like my house in TJ. We were the same age. We must have been like.
Where's this going?
Probably
Steven?
8 or 9. It gets funny.
And they took him to the basement. Told him,
No!
they're going to film.
It puts the lotion
Peter
on the
Pan.
skin or else it gets the hose
So-
again.
Steven, are you Buffalo Bill?
No. So what ends up happening? I can't remember why, but for some reason, she pissed me off. I
Put
don't know
the
why.
lotion on the skin or else it got the hose again.
So the girl pisses me off, right? And I'm fuming because I'm like, I'm a little boy, I can't do shit, I can't fucking hit her, and God knows I want to. So I was mad as shit, and you know when you can't do anything, you feel impotent. So you're like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? So this girl goes outside and she's playing in a puddle of fucking water, right? Okay. And then she goes back inside, and I'm like, well, this little bitch is gonna get it. So what I do is I go down, like look around the yard, and I find a nice big dog turd. So I pick it up with like some cardboard, and then I toss it in the puddle of water that she was playing in. So when she comes back outside, she goes back to play in the water, and she's like playing in the water, fucking wetting her hands and shit like that. And no more than like 1 foot away from her, there's a huge dog turd in the puddle that she was playing in.
People, if you have children and Steven's around, please don't let him be around your children. Please.
Oh,
It puts
God.
the turd on the skin.
Or else he gets
It
gets another
You're
turd.
fucked up.
I just like,
You as a child, you're fucked
that
up,
was
dude.
the same reaction that I got earlier on today. It was like, wow, you're an asshole. Look, I'm just saying, I can't remember why she pissed me off, but she must have done something because I was a very quiet kid. I was a very fucking reserved kid.
She had
Like,
the power of water, and
I
you
mostly
didn't.
I mostly stayed away from people because I was such an awkward kid. So she must have done something to me that made me like, well, fuck you, I didn't do anything to you. So then I put a turd in her puddle.
Yo, she could have been a waterbender for all I know, man.
Steven, that sounds like
You and her
like
dream.
some sort of euphemism. I put a turd in her puddle.
A metaphor.
It sounds like the police next song.
Oh
What?
my god! So yeah, that's something I did as a child. Now I don't expect any of you to have ever put turds in someone's puddle.
Fuck no.
Not even metaphorically, no.
Even if it was a figure of speech, hell no.
Fuck you! Shit in my puddle! How dare you?
Like shit on my parade.
Did you guys ever do that to someone like when you were kids?
Fuck with getting no.
Involving doo-doo, no.
You see, when people mess with doo-doo, it's a psychological.
I even to this day, I
Problem you
hate...
have?
No.
Even
I
to this
remember.
day, I hate picking up my dog's turds. Why would I do that shit as a kid? Like,
Well, I didn't do it because I wanted to play with it. I did
Well,
it because
no.
I wanted her to play with it.
that's kind of a point.
Oh God. Well, goodbye, viewers.
Back down to 390.
So basically, he's like, Steven's an asshole. No, so then I
So
remember.
anyways,
I said I had 2 stories from when I was a kid, and I forgot the second one. I just remembered it.
Does it get better, please?
Kind of. So
Was it about Prince?
no,
Okay,
not
good.
at all.
Oh.
So
Patreon
when we were kids, we had a magnifying glass because kids fucking have magnifying glasses for some reason, And
involves turds, doesn't it?
Oh my god! If you fucking lit a turd on fire,
hold
dude.
on.
Like seriously.
So we discovered we learned a very valuable lesson that day.
I'm giving this a chance.
We were burning random shit, and all of a sudden there was like a piece of dog shit, and we're like, and it was all dry.
You guys brought it back to life, didn't you? Holy shit!
We reanimated it.
Oh my
So we ripped up a box of kicks, and we used that to pick up the
The
turd.
solution in both stories is cardboard and poop. You know?
Dude, are you sure you were a kid?
This sounds like something
I must have been like 10 years old. I remember I was
must
a
have done
kid.
this like yesterday,
So
fool.
I wasn't the only one, dude. It was a group of like 4 of us, and we basically surrounded this turd, and then we put the magnifying glass to it. And then it started smoking, and then we realized that if you burn shit, it smells horrible.
Right.
So I remember looking around, and there was a bunch of us being like, ah!
You guys are fucking idiots.
I'm kind of glad you guys didn't bring it into the house and like, put it on the stove or something.
You guys should have gotten like a hemophage from that. Fucking learned a lesson.
When you find out later on in life it destroys Steven's immune system.
Hey, maybe that just goes back to it, man.
That turd was haunting you.
Gave him septicemia.
Oh my god! So yeah, this is
dying,
the
dude.
poop podcast of like.
We told you in podcast like number 5, we're not going to bring back the poop.
Yeah, no more bathroom cats.
Okay.
Podcast
I got one
29,
more, and
Return
I'm
of
done
the
with the
Turd.
poop.
Is it a poop? Ah, nah.
So
You have 3 stories?
You had 3. You said 2, asshole.
no. This is recent.
Oh, okay.
Steven, this is the one that nobody else is going to have the same answer as you.
I know you're not, but I really want to tell the
It
story.
was gonna be like
It's
Star
the-
Wars
it's the
Episode
Fruit
3,
Loops.
Return of the Shit.
So hold on, no, almost. So recently I ate
of poop,
Fruit
too.
Loops. Now I hadn't eaten Fruit
Oh
Loops
my
in
God,
years, dude. And what ended up happening is that the Fruit Loops managed to turn my deuce blue. It almost looked like Listerine, dude. It was fucking weird. When I wiped, it was such a weird color that I was tempted to take a picture of it. But then I didn't want to be disgusting.
I feel the
so
need
I
to
didn't.
ask you now. I think I have like a big clue here.
You got a raging clue?
I have a raging
Yeah,
clue.
you're raging cool.
Did you just recently clean your toilet?
Okay, that's what Christian said. And even if I would have recently
That's what
cleaned the
Johnny
toilet, there would have been no reason
I didn't say
for the toilet paper to be blue.
Oh.
I'm not duty detective.
No.
I didn't say that, my
Here's what I think happened. Turd splashed into your asshole. You wiped. It's blue.
No. Because there wasn't any of that toilet cleaner, because this was at work. So it was like clear water.
God.
I pissed in it, and then I obviously did my thing. And then I remember looking down on it, and the coloring from my
Then
own poop.
clearly you are a beast from X.
I have no idea what was happening in my body.
You know what I learned the really scary way? That food coloring turns your urine that food coloring sometimes.
No, yeah.
Can we try that?
I once had to take.
I was scared.
I once had to
It was
take
red.
medicine for a UTI, and it turned my pee into
Alright,
orange
that's already
cream.
4 fucking stories, asshole. Alright.
Uh,
You could have been.
Welcome to Steven Podcast, where no one else gets
look,
to
I
talk.
haven't been here in a while.
Welcome to Steven doing shit to himself, and he has no idea why he did it.
But honestly, can we try that though? Like just
No.
food coloring,
No.
and then
No.
we can
No, yeah,
create
food
it.
coloring will change your shit. Like I
No,
read
no,
up on it because I googled it. I was like, oh my god, what's going on?
broadcast.
But I want to create a rainbow, a pea.
Ugh.
Will that even happen?
Dude, that's like worse
We
than
can
all
try.
Steven's stories.
There you go.
This is
You
recent.
see?
Well, if you eat some Fruit Loops, you probably get that.
Well, I mean, speaking of shit, you guys hear about Modern Warfare coming? No, okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead and
Let's
go
digress.
away from
Let's digress from the shit.
my stories and apparently I'm a fucking douchebag for what I did, but
You talked about shit for a fucking load of time. You ass.
like 20 minutes. So
Holy shit.
Let's get
Oh,
away.
goddamn, now
Let's
you
get
got me
away
saying
from
it.
shit and let's go to real shit.
now, and I'm not gonna say this is shitty because I am very much looking forward to it. So
Literally.
we recently saw the Assassin's
fun.
Creed trailer, and
I thought we were talking about Call of Duty, but
no, I want to talk about Assassin's Creed a little bit more. In
Yeah.
that, I feel like people are gonna have mixed emotions about
They
this
are.
one.
I do.
because I'm looking forward to an Assassin's Creed movie. I don't know the characters. Don't get me wrong. I played 20 minutes of the game, but I like the world. I genuinely like the world. I like the mechanics. I just never actually went through.
you
through the game.
legitimately do not need to know any characters for the movie. Because
Exactly
it's
what
all
I was getting
different.
at.
Hell, even for the newer games, they're not even the same fucking characters from the first fucking 3.
There you go. We're just using memories for profit.
Anyone else think that in the trailer sort of looks like something goes up Michael Fassbender's ass when it just fucking
Yes.
pushes him up?
It's the animus.
It was like,
Well, yeah.
Animus.
I think it's funny that this happens to him.
I feel it's kind of weird that they even do that to him because it's like you're kind of like they're trying to put you in something. You would think that they would just like put something in your brain. Or
Yeah, like they do in the game.
Like in the
Lay down
Matrix.
in this.
It's literally just
Yeah.
a fucking
in the game. They
scanner.
lay down or they sit down and freaking.
It's
cerebral the shit out of
comfortable.
this.
It's comfortable.
Well, I would imagine that doesn't translate well to a movie because it's like,
What are you talking
all
about?
right, now we're just gonna lay him down.
And then put a thing
They
around
put a
the
thing
thing,
around
and then it
him,
makes
not
him go back.
shove a
Hasn't that
freaking
been-
probe in his butt, and then I don't know he's in a different world.
Hasn't that been happening like with Professor Xavier on X-Men?
Exactly.
Yeah, he
It's
puts
like,
a,
it
the
happens.
cerebral. He puts it on his head.
It looks stupid.
How
the
hard
whole
is
movie
that?
looks whack. But
I'll give it a
the
chance.
fucking parkouring looks great.
Yeah,
I'll
that
give it a
looks
chance.
Great.
The
Everything
costume
else
design also, like I thought it looked.
Well, I
pretty
mean, they have people with sweaters that look cool with it, like in this real world. If they fucked up on the costume design, then that's a fucking.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the costume design is cool. I've always liked Michael Fassbender. Who knows how much he's gonna like come out in this role? Like how good he's gonna be in that particular role. I don't know anything about the main character, to be honest with you.
No one does.
But it's whitewashing again in the movie.
Hollywood whitewashing. Why is this still a thing?
I used to be big on
Well, they-
Assassin's Creed
well, they
until like
watched
the
the
third or fourth one, and then I was like,
They were
I didn't even watch the trailer.
It's like it legitimately.
I have reservations. I just want to play
I saw the
safe.
Prince of Persia movie,
Yeah, I've been hurt before.
and it sucked.
I've been hurt
Yeah,
before.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Look, this is one thing I noticed actually today when they're I was listening to a podcast.
Nightcrawler's really good though.
And I'm like, they don't make too many video game or movie to video game movies anymore, like the tie-ins. But
they
they
know
seem to be
better.
doing a whole lot more of fucking video game to movie tie-ins.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because the Assassin's Creed movie is supposed to not necessarily be a tie-in, but it's supposed to like
It's a franchise,
be in. Yeah, it's supposed to be in that world.
And they did it recently with Ratchet and Clank, which tanked.
Yeah, dude, no one went to see Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, what? I didn't
Warcraft
even know it was
good.
out.
I heard it was good though.
Nah, dude, everyone shit on that movie.
I've seen some other reviews. It says different.
You
Well,
see,
look
see-
everywhere else. We'll stop looking for it. Is
see-
it good? No.
No, I
but
don't do
it's,
that.
I will look.
I actually go to Rotten
Man, it's on my
Tomatoes.
phone.
I should go on like Metacritic, Rotten Tomato.
Hey, look.
Actually, I'm media on that.
There you go.
Because
There's
they
Amanda's
tell-
arm.
tell
Came
them-
out
Told
for a
her we
little
weren't
bit.
lying.
She's right there.
So
That-
that said freaking Batman vs Superman was like 8, and everyone else was like shitting on it.
Well, let's see what that movie got.
Well, I mean, you guys continue.
But just because talking, that's
But honestly though, like I really enjoyed playing the games, but I don't want to see it in a movie. I don't. I really don't.
I think it would translate. I think it would translate well if it's done well. Just from what I've seen, so like I said, I have my reservations just because
I just like the fact
Kanye.
I just like the fact that there's a bunch
Kanye
of
was kind of weird, like in the trailer.
Rotten Tomato.
It did better than Batman.
Batman vs Superman.
Props to Ratchet and Clank. No, and here's the thing. Like, I'm always like, because I constantly say like, it's good that we're having video game movies, and it sort of makes it seem like we're now having the video game movies that they're
We deserve.
not necessarily that we
Not
deserve,
really
but we're having like the second wave of video game movies where they are being taken a bit more seriously. And people are starting to think like, okay, let's try this or let's try that, but we're still stuck in a very like movie executive world where they're like, whoa, we can make your video game movie, but it's gonna be for children, and
Yeah.
we're not really gonna use the source material too well, and we don't trust that the source material is gonna translate well to the big screen.
I agree with you. I really do, because it's really hard to put that, and it's a big gamble. It's always going to be a gamble regardless, because you don't know what type of people are actually going to like it, if they're even going to like it, or if they're actually going to go.
They
for
never
the
do.
Dude, let's have a
Yeah.
moment of silence
Exactly.
for shitty video game movies.
So,
All of them essentially, and we're done.
Can we put Super Mario Bros. In there?
You know, well, this
Prince
year
Persia.
we have at least there was 3 video game movies. There was Ratchet and Clank, there's Assassin's Creed, and then
Warcraft.
Warcraft.
Oh yeah, that one looks promising.
Assassin's Creed doesn't come out this year.
I think it was on next year.
Yeah, I was like, it's not this year.
It's like next year, and then next year.
Fuck me. So
It doesn't matter. You
there's
still have
Ratchet and
something
Clank,
out. You still
and
have-
then there's Warcraft.
Let's see. I think the movie might do well. It's like I said, if they play their cards right and they do it not exactly as how the old games have been playing, I think it would do great. I just want them to do everything as, I guess, like a conspiracy, just how the game is, but not exactly be the game itself. Where it's like, well, that's Ezio.
Do you want it to involve the first civilization?
Yeah,
Like
because it's a big
Jerusalem?
part of
You
the
already
game.
lost
It's
me
a
there.
big part.
Yeah.
Of
It's a big part of the game.
But
Yeah,
it's
but
boring.
it's not also.
It's boring.
using
It's
the
not
same
going to translate.
characters.
The point of this is that it's not going to translate.
Yeah,
it's boring
that's
as
what I'm
hell.
saying. It's.
I'm just waiting for the Christopher Nolan of like video game movies, like because Christopher Nolan did it for comic book movies, and everybody's
yeah.
like, oh my god, comic book movies, like they're fucking cool mediums, and like we can get great stories out of these.
Well, see, the only reason I say I want the first civilization in there is because the artifacts are the big part of the game.
Because then if they just throw them in there, then
It
you
make
have
no
no
sense.
idea what's
Yeah,
going
dude,
on.
but-
So the but only
The apple of
up
Eden.
to
Desert is
Well,
the
boring.
last the
Adam's
main
apple.
trilogy, right? Until Black Flag.
Wait, say that again.
With
Up
Henry
until
Rollins?
like the end of the regular like
The first 3.
first arc,
Mm-hmm.
and then after Black Flag, there's no artifacts, right?
Yeah, there
Now
is.
there's
Right?
just the
Yeah,
artifacts.
so
Yeah.
civilization
Yeah.
to talk about this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so
But
that-
Desert
But
is
that Abstergo
boring.
is studying those things. That's the reason why. To take over the world, essentially. They're making video
Spoilers!
games. They're making video games and they're making like movies.
They're
Which I think
legitimately
is
in the
funny.
game.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
they're
that's the thing?
That's
Yeah.
the thing, yeah.
Oh, I heard that as a joke. I didn't know that
No,
was
no,
a thing.
that
Abstergo's
happens
a game.
Abstergo's in all of Ubisoft
That's
games.
Yeah.
that's what fucking multiplayer
The,
goes off
emblem
of.
and
Is
stuff,
that
so-
you're part of Abstergo, and
like
that you're
training-
you're
you're
playing off their
simulation.
console.
making
Yeah,
the building process
Oh,
of
fuck
everything.
me.
Yeah.
it's a legitimate
The
thing.
The concept is really cool. That's what I did, but I was kind of
That better be a part of the movie.
Story.
It won't
Psych.
translate. And as a matter of fact, you already know what kind of movie it's going to be. It's going to have some like weird love shit between him and the other assassin, and then like some shit's going to happen where he's going to have to like save her, and then in the real world that's going to probably be her ancestor, the chick that he was talking to, and then in the end, if it's like the first or the second game, they're going to end up running out together, and it's going to jump in between worlds, like okay, we're stuck here, but we're stuck there, like dumb shit like that. It's going to be whack.
I know. I'm
Pretty much.
I'm putting my money on Cornell. He's probably right. He's most likely right.
Well, that's the thing, like, because we're not there yet, man. Because we haven't had a runaway success in a video game movie, and
That's because the video games can tell the story better.
Yes.
You have more time.
true, they do have more time, but I still believe that you can condense a lot of that stuff, and you can still make a great movie.
Regardless,
It just has
okay,
to be
dude,
taken
regardless
seriously.
of the argument, I always bring up the one thing: it's choices. If video games have choices in them, you know the freaking studio's gonna go. They're gonna go neutral the entire time. Like
Okay, that's
honestly.
Okay, I get that, but at the same time, for many years I played video games where there was a linear story that I made absolutely no choice.
As a matter of fact, Assassin's Creed doesn't have choices, Christian.
What's up? I know it doesn't have choices, but I'm telling you, what if they do with other games that they start doing that? What if they bring
No,
up
with
Mass
that, I mean,
Effect?
I
No,
get
no,
it.
we're
You can be
talking about
other
Assassin's
games,
Creed right
but I'm
now.
talking about just games in general. There's genuinely good stories in video games that I've played. Like, think of if they made a movie out of BioShock, and the first BioShock, Rapture was an amazing city.
Yeah.
You can represent an amazing city like Rapture in a movie. You can get the same atmosphere. You can get I can't remember the fucking character's name from
It
the
will
first
not
one.
translate that.
Atlas.
You
No,
can't-
Alice was the guy.
You can't make a first-person game a third-person movie.
Yeah,
Doom?
they did that in was it Doom?
No, but that's the thing. Like,
But that was Doom.
but you can though because we
With
have
Rock.
And Doom was
we
terrible. and it
had
was
we
terrible.
had Silent Hill,
But Rock-
and Silent
Obama.
Hill was fucking amazing, dude. Silent Hill because it knew what it was. It was like the great thing about Silent Hill, and the scariest part about Silent Hill is that you're stuck in this limbo world, and you got these creepy creatures coming after you, and each creature represents a certain aspect of the character and of the reason they're there. And they got it right because whoever was making the movie knew the source material, and I feel like that might one day happen. But it would have been nice if they would have like gone off Silent Hill and people would have been like, "Hey man, video games can make good movies," but they haven't done that yet.
But you also just got to find the right movie because a lot of
Yeah,
video
gotta
games-
find the right game, dude.
I mean,
It
yeah,
really
'cause
is.
A lot of it has
Yeah.
cheese.
And you know what's funny is that like I
Especially
think of like,
Japanese ones.
oh, you know what'd be great, like these video game movies and stuff like that. Then I'm like, most of the ones I'm thinking about are horror movies. It's like BioShock's a horror video game, or fucking Outlast would be kind of cool.
I'm just saying, it's not going to work. Like, Assassin's Creed is just not going to work. It's going to be an action movie. It might be entertaining to see the action scenes, which they might have showed all the good action scenes. In the
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean that's
dude.
very likely.
And it's, I don't know. It just
pretty
looked,
jaded.
it looked
I'm
bad.
gonna-
I mean, it looked almost as bad as the X-Men trailer.
I'm gonna give it a
And
chance.
I'm not going to
give
watch
it
it
a
at all.
chance.
Like, same as I did Prince of Persia. It's going to come out and then it's going to go. And
I'm with Josh. I'm gonna give it a chance because I'm still very hopeful that it's gonna like do something to propel video
Yeah,
game movies.
Dude,
I want to
unless,
see something.
unless the internet shits itself, I'm not gonna watch it.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If it's like, dude, this was a movie you need to see, and then I'm like, all right, fucking, I'll jump into it. But it looks like it's a fucking white ass version of The Matrix.
Yeah, we're pretty jaded.
No, dude, we're not jaded.
Well,
Look
wait.
at the trailer. It looks whack.
Well, I just don't trust video game movies. I'm like,
If
feel
it
you. That's
wasn't a
why-
video game movie, I would have been like,
that-
it looks fucking. Actually, I would have thought it was even more cheesy.
well, like fucking high school me would have been like, hell yeah, Assassin's Creed movie. But now it's like hella late, and I know better.
I learned. I know the things you've done to me.
I've been
Yeah.
hurt before.
Like following the trend of the video game thing, we have the Call of Duty remakes coming out. It's rumored to come out on Tuesday.
No.
Like the trilogy pack.
Oh.
Man.
You can't say you didn't enjoy playing Modern Warfare 1 through 3.
True.
No, more for 2 is the one I played the most. Because
But I mean, you played all 3.
No.
But
I
what's?
only played the first 2.
But let's be
Yeah, me
real.
too.
What's the
I played the
difference?
third
I didn't play the
stopped
third one
playing it.
either. I just played the campaign on the third. I didn't play the third one.
But be real though.
Yeah.
What's
I played
the
Black
difference
Ops more than
in
all
terms of
of them.
gameplay? What's the difference?
Nothing.
It's not the
it's the same-
it's not the gameplay. It's
your
it's
remix.
it's a story. It's a full story
Yeah.
Oh, for the Modern Warfare?
for the campaign. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it for the campaign. It was really good. I loved it.
It was
The
fun.
first one.
I didn't say it was really good. It was fun.
I loved
First
it. I love the
campaign was
story.
good. The first campaign was good.
I liked it in
The
1,
very
2,
first
and
Followed
3.
soap from the very fucking beginning. Look, Modern Warfare 1 had one of the coolest scenes to me in a video game, and
The nuke.
where
The
you
nuke, yeah.
you're playing as
Yeah.
this character for a good chunk of the game, and all of a sudden this nuke goes off, and you play through your own death because the chopper crashes, and then you're just kind of stumbling in this like radioactive land, and you fucking die. Like
it's
that
fucking
was great.
spoiler.
And it sucks too because it ends up being one of the officers you were with the entire time screwed everyone over.
Yeah.
Trade.
That's why I did genuinely like the stories and I like those games. But as I've said with movies, I don't fucking want to play the same thing over again. Like I played this before.
Yeah.
There are new games.
I'm
there are
over
new
it.
No.
generations.
But you see, that's what you got to remember, Steven. This is your choice whether or not you want to buy it.
No, that's true.
So it's like, yeah, you might not want to play it, but they're also releasing a new game and giving you the option of buying an old game too. It's not like new content's not coming out. I mean, it's Call of Duty. You're getting the same shit every fucking game.
They might bundle it all together.
More than likely.
Yeah.
I mean, they had that. Was
They're
the
probably gonna
$70
sell
bundle,
it,
the
But I
$80
feel like
bundle,
it's
$90
just
bundle.
shovelware. I feel like that's what it is. Just
But
shovelware.
it's shovelware. It's like the Master Chief Collection. Yeah, it's just full of remakes and old shit. But you can't tell me you couldn't get your money's worth out of it. And also, that is not a good deal.
What, Master Chief Collection? Or
Not just Master Chief. Getting
Call
3
of Duty.
games.
It is.
Well,
For that price.
well,
And if they have
see-
the fucking online with
Yeah.
all the maps in it,
Well,
that's a fucking steal.
It's because I think for me at least the biggest difference between the Master Chief Collection and the Call of Duty,
it's
the
gonna be
Modern
good.
Warfare collection, is that all of those games came out on 360 and the PS3, right? You're porting them over onto the next generation. What's the difference?
Well,
Graphics, dude, this is old.
But
Modern
Halo-
Warfare 1
Isn't that
It
the same
doesn't
thing
is
with
hold
Halo?
old and
It
does
does
not
not
hold
hold
up.
up at all.
2 neither.
Isn't that the
They're
same
old.
thing with Halo?
Has there been a trailer release
No,
for
they've-
this, by the way? It's
They're
just
no, no,
speculation.
They've gotten better and better.
The first one is coming out.
Oh yeah,
It
for
was
sure.
announced.
I know that.
But the other one being like all 3 of them is rumored until like announcement on Tuesday.
I will.
But we know in this
I will
generation
hold.
rumors are like.
I will hold my comments until.
But like you're saying,
give
about
it.
Master Chief Collection, Johnny.
It's the same. Oh, I know they had like a Halo 2, and Halo 2 was like the previous or 2
It was,
consoles
yeah, it was
ago.
like a regular Xbox.
Yeah. So I know how they remade it, and it looked really cool and all, but it's essentially the same
It's the
thing.
same fucking game. Yes.
Yeah, they cramp it all into one thing, and they're like, "Hey, you missed it. Here it
They
is."
recently did that with Gears. Like when you bought an Xbox One, get all
Yeah,
this
but
shit.
I learned that nostalgia is not a good friend of mine.
Well, see, it
I love
works
nostalgia.
in certain games because I
It's
had the Master
blinding,
Chief
dude.
Collection.
It's blinding.
Master Chief Collection still holds up. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
Halo still holds up and it's fun. And you can get it through it and play it because it's
You
so
get your
cool.
money's worth, definitely.
I tried playing the Gears of War. I couldn't get through Gears 1.
Dude, I know.
I couldn't
I
get
can't.
through Gears
The
2.
chunky
I
running,
dread-
dude. Just like,
It's even worse than the first game, dude.
Dude, I dread
It is so hard.
I dread the thought of it. Like I played it so much that I don't want to do it one
Look,
last time.
it turned me off from wanting to get the newest Gears of War game. Actually, Judgment turned me off where it was like,
Oh, yeah.
go in the room, horde mode. Go in this room, horde mode. I'm like, this is the game?
Yeah.
was that really the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never played a single thing.
It's whacked. It
don't have to.
legitimately is. Go in the room, set up your bases, horde mode. Story. Oh, go in the room. All right, we gotta set this up here.
Talk about Judgment.
Yeah,
That was bad.
that game was
I
garbage.
regret that.
Do you guys
fucking
remember
purchase.
that when Gears of War 1 came out, it got shit on so bad for the writing and the script?
Because cheesy.
And the voice
Yeah,
acting.
no, it was
Cheesy
the
voice acting
there was
too.
the line of like, that's 10 shitloads. There's something stupid
Well,
like
it
that.
was
Shit,
self-aware.
yeah.
That game is definitely self-aware.
Well, the same thing happened with Bulletstorm too. It got shit
Well,
on because then again it was
that game legitimately self-aware.
it was dick
It
jokes
gave you
after
a
dick
point-
joke,
point
but
system.
for some reason it got a
Bullshit
great score though. It got a great score. It got
Well,
like
it's because
85.
it's one of those things that it knew what it was
Yeah.
and it knew how to like go about it. It wasn't like Gears of War. I think legitimately was trying to be a game, and but it had cheesy elements to it, which makes it cheesy. When you make a game that's supposed to be cheesy, it's like, well, no, that's the point of it. It's like a grindhouse movie. It's supposed to look like shit.
like Sunset Overdrive kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, it's
where
supposed to be over the
you're just
top
over-
and-
yeah, and you
great
gotta
game.
remember, it's like what we're talking about with
Great
Overwatch.
game.
Whereas
It was fun.
you can be doing all this shit and it's fun and you don't mind spending that much time versus a
Freaking-
game that you like.
No more heroes.
Let's put it like Battlefront and Overwatch. You could pay the same amount of money. You can have fun with one or you can grind with the other.
I was gonna say though, when we were playing,
Well, some people find that fun, dude.
Well, yeah,
I don't
that's
find
true.
the grind fun. I find it like I like the reward, and that's why I do it.
It depends.
But it's not fun
It
doing
depends on the games because when it comes to RPGs, I love to grind because you get to destroy
right, yeah.
certain items to advance your
Exactly,
stories. You
that's
have
where I'm
to
coming
do it.
from.
But
Jet Set
there's-
Radio.
But honestly, it was like if it was like Destiny was boring after a while when you started doing
Dude, well,
the
it's
grind.
because it was
whack.
gambling. Destiny was gambling.
That's
You're like
why.
investing all this time.
And most of the time, you
hoping
just
get
ended
lucky.
off pissed off.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, so what did I get? I didn't get shit.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
this.
You go
just
into
do
the
it next
raid.
Tuesday.
You go into the raid and then it'll be like, all right, cool, I got a fave bringer. And then this guy would be like, what the hell? How the hell you got one before? I've been playing it twice as much time as you have. I
After
was
playing
I don't
like
know.
3 months in a row in Destiny, like I finally could start playing the game like multiplayer. I'm like, I got all the weapons I wanted. I can finally shoot people with them.
All my friends left.
I mean, honestly, some games is great to do that. Some games is not. Like it really isn't. Like honestly.
And honestly, though, I'm kind of over Call of Duty, but if that goes on sale in like the next year on one of those spring sales for like $20,
hit me up.
hell
I will
yeah, I'm
join
saying-
you with it.
I will buy
I will
all
join
3
you
of them
on
for
it, yep.
$20.
Well,
Like,
you
that
don't even join us on Minecraft. You don't even join us on freaking
Hey,
Battlefield. Come on,
I'm
man.
the founding father of the Minecraft.
You are. You and I
Yeah.
are, man. We
He's
just,
like,
wait.
he's like one of the
Yeah,
three
you don't
gods
hate him,
from
but you
The
guys
Legend
don't
of
We
even-
actually
Zelda.
have a mountain called Johnny's Mountain that we just took over. We fucking had next to
I know
it.
like Christian built a house like
I
your
built a
mountain
house
again.
on top of your
I know.
mountain.
I saw there was a tree there, right?
But there's not just a tree. There's like no,
No, your second mountain.
Your second mountain right next to my house.
Son of a bitch! I was
You
gonna
took
get.
forever,
I was
man.
gonna get to it next year.
No, you weren't.
He's gonna flatten another mountain. We're like, Rena here? Yeah.
Oh man, who flattened this mountain, man? Badass. Let's fucking let's
get
build
to
another
it.
dick or something.
Dude, I made
is-
so many trees on that thing.
I think that is a perfect example of how the United States, or how the British took over the United States.
Yeah, right.
They were there,
You can
Johnny,
borrow it. You guys are
You
my
just hear
friends.
you just hear the United States
And
saying,
then-
"Can't say here."
pretty much.
To all the Native Americans, and can't say here. That's my home though, but you can't say here though. Fuck you. Like I just how do you?
You can't say here. Oh, you gotta say because they're British. They're not
Oh,
Americans.
true. That is very very true.
See,
The British Americans.
Donald
Yeah.
Trump.
But yeah,
wow.
let me know when that happens for that sale, and I will join you.
Oh, dude.
He'll play with you for like a week and that's it.
Well, I'll let you all know because I'm pretty sure it would be like a fuck.
Dude.
If you get it, I'll get it. If you get it,
Dude,
fuck it, we all got it. We don't play it, but we all got it.
That's
Cornell-
usually my mentality. I'm
When
like,
was the last time we did that
follower.
though? I believe Minecraft. I think was the last time we were like, if you get it, I'll
Monopoly
get it.
was the last time.
I convinced.
Oh,
like,
you motherfucker! I couldn't fucking play. We played Monopoly once, and I was like, man, fuck this, so slow.
I convinced.
It
like,
wasn't
boring.
slow.
I was
You guys
bored
weren't
as shit.
fucking paying
just
attention to your turn.
Yeah.
Hey, that day I convinced like 6 people to buy Minecraft, and then I stopped playing the very next day.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, and I convinced 2 more people to do it since. I was like, dude, tonight's Minecraft night. We're feeling Minecraft fever, and then they're like, hey, want to play Minecraft?
And
Nah,
then
dude, I'm going to bed.
and then you show up to play Minecraft for like 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and then you leave. I'm like, where
I love that game, but I invested so much emotion and time into that prior to you guys playing that I'm just like, I felt my pains.
Just get Overwatch and then you'll.
But Amanda
No, I'm
here, on
getting
the other
Overwatch.
hand, woo.
Amanda and that Overwatch, man, solid.
Thank you for being my support.
Can you hear her? No.
There we go. Okay, so I want to change the subject a little bit. Just so I was thinking right now, I'm like, when someone gives you something as a gift, because I was like talking about giving video games as a gift, or thinking about giving video games as a gift, then I'm like, what's the weirdest fucking gift that you've ever given someone? Because I've had some weird gifts given.
for
People
video-
don't really give shit to me, but I've given people weird shit. So
Is my
let's
dick
go.
in a box?
Cornell, what's the weirdest thing that you've ever given someone? AIDS? No.
I guess
Okay, we're giving them.
just
okay.
the vibrator we gave Soraya.
Oh, fuck. I forgot we did that. I'm going to add that to the list of weird shit we gave someone. Why did we even do that?
Because we had a sex shop and we were like, hey, somebody will probably
Someone
want this.
probably will
It's
use it.
around, she lives around here. Yeah. Let's call. Oh, yeah, it's close to your birthday. Yeah.
Her birthday was like months away, dude. So basically, like, what we did is like,
Still can't believe it.
which is kind of weird to say. It's just like, oh, we were fucking like, we were like 17 at the time.
No, 18, so we were inside of a sex shop.
I mean, I might not have been, but like,
Yeah, you guys drag me to weirdest shit sometimes, man. Seriously.
was it you or David?
drove.
It was him.
I drove you guys.
So we were all
So yeah, we went to like a sex shop for no reason, and while we were in there, we're 3 guys looking at like shit in a sex shop, and then all of a sudden we're like, hey, as 3 adults, let's
3
buy a
straight men.
vibrator together.
3 straight
And we're
minutes
like,
by
yeah,
really
let's
stupid
pool our money
thing.
together and buy a vibrator. So that's exactly what we did. And then
Fuck you guys.
so that's exactly what we did. And then we met up a friend of ours and we gave her the little vibrator. And she's like, oh, what the fuck? But instead of like throwing it back in the car, like saying no, she just grabbed it and then she hit it and shit like that. And then she just fucking scuttled away.
Scuttled away.
Now that I think about it, yesterday when I got off work, there was a homeless dude that was legitimately trying to sell me and my friends flashlight and butt plugs.
And a Limp Bizkit CD.
What? Really?
Yeah,
Chocolate.
Did he have them like
Starfish.
on him? He's like,
they were still in the box, and he was like,
I've got fuck toys. How
He
much
was-
you want for fuck toys?
"Is he Italian?"
Why is he
I don't know. I don't know what
Why is
to
he
say.
Russian?
He like
I
came
got
up to
fuck
us.
toy. You want fuck toy? I get fuck toy. You know
I
fuck boy,
Vladimir
fuck
Putin.
toy.
He like legitimately just came up to us. He was like, "Hey man, y'all want vagina and butt plugs? I got them." I was like, "What the fuck?" So I started laughing because I was like, "Dude, I don't fuck. Like, is this happening right now?" He's like, "Yeah, man. Why are you laughing? Like, I gotta swing this shit around." You know what I mean? I was like, "No, the fuck are you going on about?" So then I go into the 7-Eleven to like go. I go to the 7-Eleven. I buy myself something to drink, and homeboy's in there, dude. And he goes up to this other black lady. Who's like, "Hey, you want Jana? You want butt plugs?" She's like, "Man, what do I want a Jana for? I already got Jana. Shit, and I also got a butthole too." I was like, "What the fuck is going on, dude? This is the best day ever." I love downtown.
So,
it's
weird
like
gifts you've given
Disneyland.
somebody. I gave a friend of mine a condom once. He gave it back the next day.
Used.
No, it wasn't used.
I feel like that's
used.
where the story went. Like,
Damn.
I gave my buddy a condom. You know what he
Could've been
fucking did?
used.
He brought it back. He just fucking he did the tip, and he was like, "Here you go.
No, like
Have rubber."
I wouldn't have accepted it, but I did, meaning it wasn't used.
He took it home, poked holes in it. He's like, "Fuck you, Johnny."
A great gift.
Oh,
for
you're a
giving
father
somebody.
somewhere.
No, what?
fuck.
I think you're missing the story, dude.
I am not.
Now the gift I've given, and Mark probably lost it after a while. There was a freaking shot glass. It was a peanut shot glass. And they took peanut shot glasses off of it for his birthday, and it was the funniest shit hearing him freaking drink it. I think he literally had like this and sucking on it. I was like, dude, it's really hard to get the liquid out.
See, that'd be a really cool product to make, like a penis like shot glass. But in order for you to get it out, it's like a small little hole at the end. So you have to.
It's probably a thing, dude.
It's called a
Like,
shake.
I honestly don't think that's weird. It's like one of those you probably give to someone.
I am
that's like a
gonna
gag
look
gift.
this
It's
shit
not
up
really
right
weird.
now.
So, one of the weirdest things I remember giving. This was recent too. This was last Christmas.
God.
I remember I gave Alex a 6 foot long
Oh, yeah, the
gummy worm. And the thing is, like, I was gonna get him a
chocolate.
really big gummy bear, but then I'm like, you know what? The gummy worm looks like a dildo. It looks like a 2-header.
Hey, Josh, you get the point. Get off that penis.
I want, dude. I'm gonna fucking make money off of this shit. Right?
So I think that was the weirdest fucking gift I ever gave anybody.
It's not really weird. That's pretty fucking practical. It's like it's more like a gag gift.
The big gummy worm was practical.
If it was weird, you would have gotten him like one of those
No.
freaking those Japanese like body pillows that have like the anime characters on it. That would be a freaking weird gift.
Is it though?
Yes.
Like I wouldn't get one for myself, but like I don't find those to be that
But
weird.
you asked like a weird thing that you would give to people.
Wait, what would
But
you?
like an anime body pillow, like is that?
That's not
Is
what I'm doing.
it?
I know a person that would get
That
that.
is weird. If you honestly, if you saw that in one of our houses, would you think we're weird?
Oh, I'd make fun of you. Like
Exactly.
instantly.
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
the point.
oh.
That would be the point.
Yeah.
I think
But
Jackie
giving
would
him
get
like
a
a-
fucking body anime
a
body.
dildo,
We
pillow,
joke
too.
around.
That would have been weird.
She would. Jackie
Conversations
would
over here,
totally would.
motherfuckers.
Jackie would totally get an anime.
Yeah, I
body pillow.
feel like she.
No, she wouldn't. We joke about that. There's
Yeah,
no way.
bullshit.
No, she'll get it.
Bullshit.
It would
She'll
be,
get it to you.
she would get it ironically.
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh, I'm totally
I
using this
fucking
ironically.
hate this so much.
Why is there only drool on the crotch area? Like I don't know.
I
That's
hope
how
she
where I
watches
sleep
this.
at. That's where I
Is
sleep.
that
my
where you
head
sleep?
then.
Like I feel like that's not right. There's only drool in the crotch area.
It's a feature of the pillow. What?
You think they make anime body pillows with like on the breast they have like little like extra foam or something like that?
They make mouse
You know,
pads
they
with
do.
breasts.
I've seen that the titty mouse pads. It's weird.
What the hell's going on?
That's happening right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what he said, to be
I
honest.
don't
with
know
you.
either. So
Captain America.
Captain America.
Captain America.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it last time, and we made a video, but then our fucking equipment shit out on
Yeah.
us. So we can't get any of that video.
Which
out
is why we need people to help us out on Patreon.
Patreon people. If
We need a lot
if you
more
like
of
what we
these.
do, and if you like what we've been doing, and if you would like to hear what we thought of Captain America, which we're gonna do right now, but if you want to hear what we think of other movies, please go ahead and support us by going on Patreon and kicking over a little extra cash because we love y'all. So as I was saying, Captain America. I think even what we said in the video was like we generally liked it. Like all of us were really
Yeah.
about it.
Yes.
And even though like Cornell didn't want me to say it, but like it was one of those things where I kept comparing it to like Batman vs Superman because like it's easy to make that comparison, and that it's one of the biggest movies coming out this year, and it's an ensemble cast with like you're gonna have like all these fucking characters coming out of nowhere, except Captain America didn't fucking suck. So there's that.
Well, they really learned from their first mistake, their very first mistake.
Age of Ultron.
No, their very first mistake, the first Avenger. That was shit.
I always liked it. So
I
liked it. So.
I saw
the first Avenger was shit.
I hated the first Avenger. But I did see an image, picture where it was like, you know what? Captain America movies have been steadily getting better with every iteration.
It's the third one.
Oh yeah.
Well, I liked the first one. It wasn't the greatest, but I liked it. It was kind of boring, a drag compilation. And then I really liked the second one, and I really liked the third
It
one.
was Captain America, the greatest hits.
Captain America
the
currently
first
is
one.
holding the Marvel Cinematic Universe because everything else kind of blows.
Yeah, when you have all of them together.
Guardians of the Galaxy is alright. It was more entertaining than the other things that came out. But definitely Captain America's holding it. It's the best Avengers movies that come out, the last two Captain America movies.
Yeah.
Iron Man were okay. Thor, the second
Thor's
one.
garbage, both of them.
Second one's better. Second one's better.
I hear all garbage.
Second one's better. Hulk, they really
Was
haven't
good.
made it with.
Hulk's not inside the
wherever.
cinematic universe, though.
Which doesn't make sense if he's in the Avengers.
No, his movies aren't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not.
No, I mean
The
they
one
haven't
with
made
Edward
one
Norton
with,
is.
Mark Ruffalo. That's
They're not going to.
They're not going to. Oh, that sucks. Never mind. That sucks for you, Mark Ruffalo.
Edward Norton got it in. He got the last laugh.
Well, technically he's gonna be
the Hulk
in the
doesn't
Thor
really
one.
translate. No, he doesn't get it. He's not going to have his own separate movie.
No, I know, but he's going to be in the Thor one at least, though.
I like the idea of like Mark Ruffalo landed this huge role. It's like, dude, you're gonna be Bruce Banner.
What?
Oh my god, I'm gonna be in these big
That's
fucking
crazy.
franchise movies. That's great.
You
Like, dude, you're gonna be in the
little shit.
Avengers. And what's next? A couple of years later, you're gonna be in the Avengers. What's after that? Nothing really.
Ragnarok,
Just
you're gonna be in that
Wait,
one.
I heard you guys
that's
doing
it.
Civil War. Am I going to be in that?
Nope.
What the?
Oh no,
You're going to be
you're
in a
not
spaceship.
What?
Like, is it gonna be a
Not
scene of me
even
in the
you.
spaceship?
No, it's a CG version of you in a spaceship.
Matter
Wait,
of
what?
fact, I don't think we need you. In fact, just say a couple of lines and you can fuck off now.
Essentially, that's what
Can you
it
say
is.
Hulk and Smash? All right, we'll just put different iterations.
Mark Ruffalo!
Actually, hold on to that. We'll get Lou Ferrigno in here. He's got it. He needs work.
I feel like he's the most underutilized one. Like everyone's getting all the even fucking Black Widows in all these goddamn movies.
Oh,
big
Hawkeye.
And then Mark
Hawkeye
Ruffalo
got
in
more.
two.
female character.
Mark
A
Ruffalo's
very
in two of them.
strong,
Yeah.
one-dimensional character.
Hawkeye is in a couple of them.
Yep.
And then
And he does some good shit, too.
Well, now they gave him some personality because he didn't have none in the first Avengers movie.
Well, in the first one, he was pretty much possessed the entire time.
The first movie, he didn't have no personality. Like I said.
Because he was possessed.
Yeah, but he
possessed
didn't have
by
personality.
bad writing.
And then the second one, they
Yeah.
were like, all right, we got to humanize him. And then he became entertaining, and now he's like, he's fucking comic relief.
And he did, like, a lot better in Age of Ultron, but even Age of Ultron was a piece of crap.
It was cool to see the first time-ish. The
Yeah,
second
yeah.
time, yeah, not so much.
No, okay,
Probably seen, like, the
so
first
But it was cool to see the different angles in Captain America.
I like how
Probably seen, like, the middle, like, once you get to the hour mark and, like, an hour and 10 minutes into it, then it's great. And then after that, it's shit.
Well, the thing is, like, I like how we started talking about Captain America, and then we just kind of talked about everything else.
Sorry.
But
You guys did.
it's one of those things where one of the things I liked most about Captain America was the other characters that were in it. Like the main story of like Captain America and Bucky and the bromance. Like it was
Bucky and
cool.
the
Don't get me
Bromance. That's a really cool band from the 80s.
Punk band.
It's a punk band, Bucky and the
They
Bromance.
headline with the Alan Parsons Project. I remember that.
I was knocked off a train. I lost my arm. Yeah, I can see that.
It works well. He can play flamenco with the metal arm.
Phrygian scales.
Fucking guy. So one of the coolest things about the Captain America movies were the other characters that were introduced. Like they introduced Spider-Man, and they didn't even give him too much backstory, but just the scene with Robert Downey Jr. and was it Tom Holland? I believe was the
Tom
actor's name?
Holland.
I liked it because it was Peter Parker being weird and quirky and stuff like that, and it was Robert Downey Jr. being cocky as shit. But it worked in that dynamic, and I mean it's a dynamic that everyone's kind of accustomed to in the comics, and they're like, oh, it's nice to see that on the big screen as accurately portrayed as you could possibly make it.
And then only that,
Black Panther was
amazing. And then Black Panther was
great.
great in that they set him up perfectly. It was very minimal. Like, okay, you're represented from Wakanda. Bad stuff happened in Wakanda. Now you're here. Dad dies.
Oh.
Okay.
Now you have a reason to be here and stay here.
And then they didn't talk about anything else. They didn't have to.
You're not even an Avenger. You're just working with somebody in the Avengers.
He just happens to be there, being really fucking badass.
I'm going to kill the Winter Soldier.
Did he ever say he was really working with Iron Man? He was just kind of like, I'm trying to get the same.
I like the idea if he just like showed up, like, oh fuck, that's been funny already.
He just wanted Bucky. That's it.
Yeah, he's like, I'll find him.
But because that's why he was
I
with
am
Iron
going to
Man.
find
Because
the
Iron
Bucky.
Man was against Captain America. And,
Yeah, but I'm saying he wasn't working with Iron Man because
No,
he wanted to kill
it was just
Bucky. He was just like, you're in the same area I'm in. So
Can you
Common
imagine
enemy.
if like the president of the United States, his kids were as badass as like the king of Wakanda and his
talking about
well,
right, fucking.
We'd have a
There's-
badass
not only
country.
do we rule this country, but we're fucking amazing fighters.
Are we talking
While
about the
we're at it.
Obamas?
spiritually possessed of
The
a
Obama.
button. Huh?
What are the name of the kids of the Obamas? Whatever's. That's
What?
Oh my god.
Clearly, the president is Morgan Freeman, bro. Like, how do you not?
Only in Boston. But yeah, like the movie was pretty legit.
What's going on?
I did really love Spider-Man. Did really love Spider-Man.
Love
Didn't really care much about what they were doing with Scarlet Witch.
Beast, you're my
She was
hero.
just kind of there. Same thing with
hot.
I'm not talking about their appearance.
I'm talking about
I am
Marissa
not.
Tomei
No
and
more
how
Mr. Tomei, goddamn.
there should have been more scenes with her.
No.
Well, don't worry, you get a whole movie.
I love this.
I love
Marissa
Marissa
Tomei.
Tomei.
Speaking of which, have you guys seen the
you're
low budget
watching this.
Captain America trailer?
But Marissa Tomei.
What?
What?
Okay, I'll show you guys
Yeah.
after the fucking podcast.
No, I
Yeah,
did
yeah,
see it.
yeah.
What you know? What's great is there's this there's the Mexican Avengers, which is basically like all these like characters from like Mexican TV shows put together, and it's the trailer for the Avengers, and it's like El Chapulín Colorado, fucking Santo, Blue Demon.
You can't have anything without something.
Yeah, it was he's fucking basically like a thing, and it's like all these characters fighting one another. And it's like we used to be friends. They recreate the whole trailer accurately. Have you guys seen this?
No.
I will send you guys the link, and I might put it in the description. No, I'm gonna put it in the description because that video's fucking amazing.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, you guys heard him say it because he doesn't put shit in the description.
Exactly.
So like,
It's true.
I put the description last
because
time.
I told you to.
Yeah, but I did it though. Like
Last time I was in it next week.
I know,
For
right?
the podcast
Yeah.
time.
That's true.
But the movie was great.
But the movie was great.
The movie was great.
Movie was great.
It was, I mean, it's not like a great like movie, but it was entertaining and
Yeah.
fun. And
The
that's
movie
why-
was great.
It wasn't like holy shit. It was crazy.
No,
good.
quite honestly, it's what
No,
I
it
feel like a
was-
superhero movie should be, man. Like,
It's
and
good.
the new
Great.
superhero
It's
movies, like it's superheroes fighting each other, and it's ideologies combating one another. It's not just like, oh, big fucking thing coming out of nowhere, we have to kill it. Like, no, this is
Like a cloud.
we have to fight the cloud.
Look, the thing that this movie could have done without though is Crossbones. They did not need Crossbones in that movie.
I wish
at all.
I wish they would have given him a bigger role.
I mean, I
honestly.
understand why they put him in the movie so they
Yeah.
could be in.
They
Wakanda,
could-
but
he was kind of a plot
they
device.
had
He was
it,
a
yeah,
big
but they
plot
could have
device.
used a
They put him
different
in the
plot
movie to
device
fucking
and
kill him.
putting him in the trailer.
they couldn't-
and then making it seem like that's like
They couldn't really do.
Well, here's the
anything
thing,
else.
like. I remember I was talking to a coworker of mine, and we were talking about Spider-Man. I was like, I really liked
Bigger.
Spider-Man was in the movie.
Bigger.
He was one of my favorite parts. And then he's like, yeah, but if you really think about it, everything he did was inconsequential. Like, it really was. It's like you would have taken Spider-Man out of the equation, the fight would have almost been the same, except for, like, knocking out Ant-Man. But, like,
that was a big part.
I mean, I feel like you still could have knocked him out any other way. Like, fucking
They
Vision
would've
could have
figured
Vision
it
could have
out.
been see-through, got into his brain, and just, like, and then just knocked him down.
But then he would have
Scarlet
been a
Witch could just
vegetable.
did this to him, and he would have been like, "Oh fuck, Vision's out."
Yep.
But you see, but that would be bigger consequences because Ant-Man at that point would be a vegetable.
True.
You can't just fuck with someone's brain like that and expect them to be okay. I mean,
You can't go around killing people. Boy.
actually, yes, I can.
No, yeah, I
I'll do
mean,
it
as
all
the latest
the
iteration of the
Oh,
Marvel
when-
Cinematic Universe, it holds up, and obviously it opens the doors to what's coming up next. But you know, one of the coolest things is that movie didn't set up for anything really.
Sadly enough, it did set up for
The Secret
next
Avengers?
It did.
It did. But what it doesn't do is it doesn't help out Thor because
Where's
Thor's
Thor?
movie better be fucking good after this shit.
Where's Thor?
Look.
And Doctor
Thor,
Strange better
Thor and
be
Doctor
good.
Strange, yeah, it's like the Captain America movie was just so fucking good that the next, like, you know, the next Guardians of the Galaxy, the next, obviously Doctor Strange, and then Thor, they got to be amazing movies just because you're kind of expecting this now.
Well, put it like this: when the Avengers was coming out, did you guys really have this sort of this sort of question of how do you think all these superheroes on the screen are going to fit in?
I actually.
Yeah, I
actually
questioned
had
it,
that was my
and
question.
that was my biggest thing was because of Spider-Man 3. Like, how are they gonna
Yeah,
focus so much
that
on
would have been.
But
okay,
they were
but-
smart enough to do a lot of scenes with them together, or they'll pair them up, which is good.
And now with Captain America, now that it just came out with Civil War, right? You thought it was pretty good, right? They gave everyone the right amount of attention. Mm-hmm. Now, keep in mind, they're going to be adding more Marvel characters, obviously, in the near future once they do another big, like, Avengers movie.
But they're probably going to take
which
some
is
out.
going to be Infinity Wars, because they're going to have to add more regardless.
So, what do you guys think?
Well, no, here's my thing with the Thor movie. Okay, so, like, we all know Thor is someplace else. He's right now in Asgard. So we've got no other character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe with the exception of Hulk that would be involved in this movie because they're out doing some shit in some other place that they really can't be at. So now we have to have all these other characters from the Thor movies you haven't seen in years that they're gonna have to reintroduce because you don't really remember who the fuck they are.
Well, remember they also just announced that Star-Lord is gonna be in Infinity Wars.
Well, no, this is about just the Thor movie itself. That's what I'm saying. Like,
okay.
How the ensemble thing doesn't really work in this movie because he's already someplace else. So that movie's gonna have to try real hard to get people to be like, this is the third one of the Thor movies, and so where's his girlfriend at? And who's his dad? He's dead?
Well, that's the thing. Like,
where's Loki?
Loki's gonna die again. What?
The Thor storylines and the Thor comic books. I mean, they've got plenty of story, and the writers have plenty to work with. And
but I'm saying, how does it tie into the cinematic universe? That's what my thing is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna be one of those things where it's probably like the Infinity Stones that are gonna connect everything. So Thor and Hulk are gonna be doing their thing, and then all of a sudden, like, well, this Infinity Stone, we got to get this shit back.
Well, Ragnarok's gonna be the main thing that's gonna tie it in together because it's a creation from what happens during Civil War and what causes that, because it's chaos essentially.
Because remember, it's all going to lead up to Thanos.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing.
I know. I'm just saying to make an entertaining movie. I'm not saying what they're going to do with it. I'm saying, is this movie going to be on the same scale as the last two Captain America movies?
You know, I honestly don't think it will be, just because, I mean, those movies were just so good, but I think it'll be good in its own right. Just like the second Thor movie was way better than the first one, and it was good in its own right. Like, I think the next Thor movie...
But from what I've heard is that most people like the first Thor movie over the second one.
I don't know why, because the first one was pretty shite. Like,
yeah, that's why I didn't watch the second one.
Was good.
And none of that...
Steven went Irish.
None of them...
The
actual parts with the Ragnarok thing is one of the best Thor stories
I love
ever,
potatoes.
actually. Because there's a lot
Thor
of...
stories.
Yeah, exactly.
Thor stories.
Thor
stories.
There's a lot of
Stories.
That's how Mike Tyson
There's
says Toy Story.
the destruction of Asgard.
I want to watch
happens
Toy
there as
Story.
well. Like, honestly, they have a lot to work with, but I still have low expectations for it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Ragnarok is pretty
also,
much...
it's a character which does not fit to me. Regardless of what they do, because they don't use Thor that much in fucking the last two Avengers movies. He's just kind of there. No, they don't use Thor that much in the Thor movies. They use Loki a lot more. Like, Thor isn't really that interesting of a character.
Tom Hiddleston does really kind of steal the movie most of the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thor is not an interesting character.
He's so hot.
The way that they write him isn't.
He's pretty,
right?
I actually just rather read him in the comic books and actually see him as an actual character being played.
So, I don't
what about him, though?
He's going to hold a movie well. They're going to have a good supporting cast for it.
Yeah.
That movie to be held up. And that's what the Captain America movie was great with, is that outside of that, everyone came out of it like, man, Black Panther's a shit. Because
the supporting cast is what made that movie so much better, because the main story was like,
the action was great, but there was not a whole lot of dialogue, not a whole lot of writing involved into it.
I would really like Thor Ragnarok to tie in a lot with everything that's going on with like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that's
gonna happen too.
Because they were the one, that was the only real movie where they're like, we're actually gonna deal with Thanos and like his actual henchmen, whereas the Avengers, I guess the first Avengers, they're like, well, those are just his little creatures, his little boos. They're just coming out, the Chitauri. So Guardians of the Galaxy, you really got to deal with them, and it's the same thing with Thor. They're in that same sort of on that same level where they could literally be directly dealing with Thanos himself.
You know what's great, and what I've always believed is that like you have stuff like Captain America that's obviously in this world, and then you have these movies that are opening up the windows to introduce like so much more stuff. Like Guardians of the Galaxy is the big open window where all this like outer space shit and like different races and different planets and like so much cool shit can come through. And then Doctor Strange is the one that the open window that lets in all the magic and all the mystery and all this other aspects of the Marvel universe that haven't been introduced. The Avengers movie and all that stuff, they're kind of all like, they're all very similar in that like we're there's this villain and we're doing these things. Now they all kind of share a lot of the same like elements, but the magic. Okay, yeah, that's gonna look kind of weird.
Yeah. and they're running around the streets of New York, and the Smurfs walk past him, and the Turtles walk past him, and he does this, and then there's that. Then on the Capitol with the bending buildings. That movie is not pulling me in at all.
I like the idea of like
I
can't do that look in a different world. It reminds me of fucking the Enchanted.
Dude,
okay,
just like
hold on. I like the idea of like
we
Doctor
fell to
Strange.
New York.
Doctor Strange, like in the 70s, going to like
Brooklyn.
a Dio concert.
He would fit right in.
And then and he's like watching Dio, and he's like, "This guy fucking gets me." Holy diver!
you guys don't like Bumbledick Cumberbund as an actor?
I actually,
It's the fact that they don't think the movie's gonna be great.
I do. I'll give him.
No. You guys all think the movie's gonna be great. I'm the one that's
I don't think it's gonna be great. I'm not saying it's gonna be great. Hold on, let's
have
not.
imagination
I'm looking
either.
forward
No. It's like, see, Christian, this is where you're stupid as fuck.
I
It's
see
not that I
that.
don't have an imagination. Clearly, I don't need an imagination for the movie. I say I don't like when you put in two worlds like that, turtles in time and shit like that. Like it just. First off, they always use the same fucking setting in New York.
Yes,
but
exactly.
I always hate that urban city. And then we got this guy that doesn't fit in. Even they tried it with Thor, kind of urban city.
Don't you hate it when you're moving? Hey,
and
Cornell.
a guy that doesn't fit in.
Cornell.
I don't like that.
Cornell, don't you hate?
It's a roast.
Don't you hate it when your movies take place on Earth with humans?
I know, right? Yeah, exactly.
Are they not humans? Are they some sorceress shits?
They're humans.
Okay,
Is Thor not human?
No. Here's the thing, though.
Demigod.
Exactly. That's what my
No,
point is.
but
I don't like. You're saying my imagination. You can throw it out the window. Okay. I don't like those that mix of world. It's like rock and rap. I don't like that combination. I never will.
No, but it makes sense, and that's what I was saying.
No, I'm just saying that doesn't make sense. I just don't like it.
I'm not saying
that's why I'm not.
I'm not
interested in
just
the
saying
movie.
that it makes sense. I'm saying that you have to make that movie in that setting because the ideology that's coming across is you've got this magical world and you've got the world of humans. What better represents the world of humans than a big metropolitan city?
Well, they're actual
so
humans,
that's well, no, that's why it's like, but
Especially in the US.
You're putting these two worlds together, and the idea that the movie's going to come, the idea that the movie's bringing over is that there's this whole mystical world, and because Stephen Strange is like that, he's like you lived a life and you lived in a world and you lived in a planet that was so vastly different to what you're being introduced now. So I feel like him being in the city makes perfect sense. He has to be in the city. He can't be in a rural area. He literally has to be in the epitome of metropolitan city in order for him to understand, like, holy shit, this magical world, there's so much more to life that I knew. So I feel like that's why you have to put Doctor Strange in New York or in Manhattan.
So Cornell,
I get that completely. I just don't like it. That's what I'm saying. You guys just don't get that. I just don't like that. It's not my thing. That when I saw the trailer, or actually when I saw the picture
Let's
first, I
talk
was just
about
like,
it.
okay.
That being said, though, I'm not really too interested in watching the movie just because it to me it does look a little
hokey.
wacky. Even when we were talking about it last time, I was the one that was saying like it does look a little hokey. It's like I really hope that they do it well because it's one of these things I would love to see magic in other ways, but I don't want to see magic with the fingers and the twirling and the costume I wasn't too big a fan of. I love Benedict Cumberbatch. I really hope he brings the character out
Benadryl
well.
cough drop in Star Trek.
Benadryl cough drop. in Star Trek.
But Steven,
No, I know, but like,
Do you
it's
love
one of these
him,
things
love
that
him?
some things
It's
don't
like if the
translate
X-Men
well.
come. It's like if they were wearing the yellow and blue, Christian. And you could say that's the costume, but when you put it in the movie, it doesn't translate. That's the thing.
His actually is the original
Now I think
costume.
about it.
I'm telling you.
No,
Yeah,
I
but
know,
you don't
but-
get the movie aspect.
I do get the movie aspect of it, dude.
It's
Never mind.
Girl.
Apparently, you didn't
He
hear,
told
you didn't
your
hear
ass he
when I
gets
said that
it.
it's a gamble that they're doing. That's understandable.
No, it's true. Because
Yes.
you're right. It is a gamble.
Yeah.
You're gonna.
No, I'm not saying
This-
it's not a gamble. That's what
this
you
is
don't
not
get.
a
I'm just
discussion.
saying.
This
I
is
do
a
get
roast.
it. I was the one who said it.
No, I'm saying I didn't say it's not a gamble. I'm saying that it looks hokey as fuck.
Woo!
It does. I'm not gonna lie.
It
It
looks
does.
cheesy. It's like when
But I'm gonna watch it.
and Batman Begins.
Millions of people are gonna watch it. Millions of people are gonna probably think the same thing.
What's his name? What's his
That was
name?
hokey.
What's his name?
What? Who?
is his name?
What?
Ra's al Ghul. Like when him and his crew showed up and Batman Begins inside the fucking mansion. It's like, so people like you guys still exist and now you guys are inside the fucking mansion. It's like, oh, we fucking got this weird mustache and beards. And
You lost me. That movie's gold. Stop talking.
Yeah.
No. I'm just saying, like it's like
You had my
that's always
support up
weird
until then.
blends.
No, but I get you though. Like it's definitely
Nolan,
the juxtaposition of both things and the stark contrast between both things is what kind of like sometimes doesn't sell you. And you're right. Like it doesn't look like it doesn't feel like that's part of that world, and it's hokey and it comes from the comics. But I like the idea of them getting closer to the comics as much as possible and having a lot of these things come out because you can be really creative and you can say like it's the source material. We're gonna fucking be as true to it as possible.
And also open the doors to something else because if we keep seeing freaking
Like-
Iron Man and Captain America every time, then we're gonna.
I'm just
eventually
saying-
people are
I'm
gonna
just
get tired
saying-
and bored of it.
Gay Avengers. That's what it opens the door to.
Yeah.
Battlefield, Counter-Strike, and Martin Freeman are now part of the Marvel universe.
The Avengers.
Oh my god, that'd be intense. Actually, would be.
Oh, that's true. I fucking love Martin Freeman.
Yeah, look, Sherlock, Battlefield, Counter-Strike, and Martin Freeman.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Fucking
And then
Sherlock is
And
essentially.
then The Hobbit, Smaug and Bilbo.
Schmeow.
When you said
Yeah,
Battlefield Counter Strike, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
You
but
know,
it hit me.
Benadryl cough drop.
It just hit me.
Benadryl cough drop. Who can't say penguins?
Or Bumbledick,
Penguins.
Bumblebund.
Pinglings.
So.
But either way,
Bundle
we
dick.
talked
Bundle dick
at
pancake
lengths
salad.
about Marvel and.
We're
really
still
did
underneath an hour.
affect me.
Because remember we talked for about 15 minutes doing nothing.
Yeah,
We
no.
didn't talk that long. It was only like 5 minutes.
Nice. It's okay.
So,
Even
It's
then,
audio
it's
version of the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
We can go for an hour and 20 if you want.
So, as I was saying, we've talked at lengths about stuff. In the comment section, let us know what you think of, like, I don't want to say, and I don't want to influence anyone's decision, but just in general, what you guys thought about the Doctor Strange trailer and about that kind of direction, whether you have reservations or not. I just kind of want to hear what other people have to say about that. Also, if you guys haven't already, if you guys like what we do and if you guys enjoy the podcast and all of us arguing, go ahead and go to Patreon. It's going to be patreon.com/League of Gents. I believe that's what it is.
Let me make something
And-
clear. I haven't argued. I just stayed in the back.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, instigating.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I'm pointing.
yeah.
Also, rate and review on iTunes. We gotta start saying that.
I was
now.
gonna- yeah, I was gonna
We're
mention that.
getting there.
Exactly.
And
Oh, man,
I'm
that's
not
gonna be
really sure
new.
how it works on SoundCloud too well. But
just
repost it and
heart the thing.
heart the
and
thing. And,
I don't fucking know.
And we're basically
Throw your wallet at the computer monitor.
No. SoundCloud is a platform that
It's
exists.
a platform.
So, guys, SoundCloud is a platform that exists. Go ahead and check us out on there, and then go ahead and check us out on iTunes.
And then you
also,
throw your wallet at the computer
and then
monitor.
also, just one last time, if you guys do like what we do, go ahead and head on over to patreon.com/League of Gents and show some support with the good old green. That would be nice. We love you guys.
Power Rangers.
Oh yeah,
Take it
those
easy.
were awesome.